Everybody stand up with a prayer on. Good morning, class. Before you take your seats, kindly pick up the trusses behind your chairs. Let me check the attendance. Be present if you are called. Very good. All are present today. So in our previous meeting, I gave you an assignment. So kindly pass all your assignment in front of you until it reaches here. No need to stand. So can anybody give me a brief recall of our lesson yesterday? Yes, Rina? Okay, very good. So anyone can enumerate the types of fertilizers? Yes, Mika? Very good. We have discussed about the fertilization or fertilizer application, which is the supplemental application of plant nutrients to crop plants to augment the supply from natural sources. So, okay class, I will show you a video clip and I want you to observe what the video is all about. So, are you ready? Okay, let's start. So, what is your idea about the video clip being presented? Yes, Mr. Rosales? Exactly. So, why is it important to know the importance and different types of mulching? Yes, so Corinne? Yes, Miss? Okay, very good. So this morning, we will be tackling about the importance and different types of mulching. So before we go on, what comes on your mind if you heard about the word mulch? Yes, please? Yes, it's true. So, okay class, mulching is a layer of material applied to the surface of the soil to keep sunlight away from hitting it directly to reduce moisture loss through the evaporation. So, but there is also a negative effect to the plant if it is not properly done. Any idea about it? I want to hear from the others. Yes, Miss? So, yes, that's correct. That's one of the reasons. It can create a hiding place for harmful effects. And what happened when we applied it too thickly? Yes, it can suffocate your plants by overheating the soil and starving them from light and water. So the reason for applying mulch is to conserve the soil moisture, improve soil fertility and health of the soil, as well as it reduces the weed growth and it enhances the visual appeal of the area. So there are two types of mulching, the organic and inorganic mulches. So when we say organic, it includes any material of natural origin that it composes naturally. So who can give me example of organic materials for mulching? Yes, Miss Anagon. Very good. Another example. Yes, Miss Socorin? Yes, it's correct. It includes bark chips, grass clippings, straw, leaves, compost, rice hulls, sawdust, or grape pomace. So, in nature, soil organisms called decomposers that digest organic material. So, anybody can give example of decomposed organic material? Yes, Mr. Koino? Yes, that's correct. Rice straw is one of the example of decomposed material that is rich in plant materials and can be used in mulching. So anybody can give me another example of organic mulching? Yes, Miss Colinares? That's right. Rice hull is another example. So it is the hard protecting coverings of grains of the rice and used as building material or fertilizer in plants. So this is produced during the milling of rice and commonly considered as waste product of many rice growing regions. Rice hulls are typically in the form of compost production. The advantage of using this is their availability in large quantities. You can see a lot of this in milling areas. So keep in mind class that rice hulls are high in carbon and should be mixed with additional nitrogen-rich materials. So remember class that when applying rice hulls directly to the soil without composting and you repeatedly do over time can bind up soil nitrogen. Soil must maintain healthy balance of carbon and nitrogen. So when doing mulching, it must be in moderation and not too much to apply. Yes, it is full of nutrients, but sometimes it can be bad to our plants. So when should we use organic mulch in our plants? We can apply organic mulch at the start of the growing season. So in the Philippines, we have two seasons, the dry and the wet season. The wet season occurs from June to November, while the wet season occurs from December to May. But be aware that as the season goes on, the mulch will settle and gradually rot at the bottom. So in that case, can we add more layers throughout the season? Yes, you're right. So we can add more layers throughout the season to ensure the continuous weed control, provide a clean resting place for your garden, and creates a pleasing appearance. The second type of mulching is the inorganic mulches. So anybody have the idea on what is inorganic materials all about? Yes, Mr. Abad? Very good. Inorganic materials or mulches consist of synthetic materials. So give me example of inorganic materials. Yes, correct. So examples are plastics, stones, and rocks. There are benefits in using inorganic mulches to our garden. One is that it conserves moisture by slowing evaporation. It also retains the moisture in the root zone. Inorganic mulches initially cost more, but they are most cost efficient. Why? Because they do not need to be reapplied or topped off as frequently as organic mulches. So one of the example of inorganic mulches is a plastic mulch. So plastic mulch can prevent weeds, and aside from it, it is effective to control evaporation. It can be black or transparent films are generally used for mulching. So another example of inorganic materials. So gravel, pebbles, and crushed stones are materials used for a successful dry land fruit crops. So we are almost done with the lesson for today. Everybody understood the lesson? Do you have any questions? If none, let's proceed to the next activity. So now I will divide the class into 4 groups. Kindly count yourself from 1 to 4. Okay, is everyone already in the respective group? Let's start. So I will give each group this manila paper. Okay. Draw a table and differentiate the 2 types of mulching. Each group will be given also different samples of materials for mulching. Identify each samples on what type of mulches they belong and indicate the name and uses of each sample. Each group will present the output to the class, okay? Very good. So everyone presented all the output to the class. Now, get 1 more sheet of paper, write your name above and class section. Are you ready, class? Okay, let's start. We'll have a quick quiz for today's lesson. So, identify and enumerate the following statements being given. Okay, ready? Number 1, what do you call a layer of material applied to the surface of the soil? Number 2, it is the type of mulching where the materials used are synthetic. Number 3, it is a type of mulching that decomposes naturally. Number 4, give 3 examples of inorganic mulches. Number 5, give 3 examples of organic mulches. Number 6, give at least 2 benefits using mulches in a garden. Okay, let's check your work. Exchange your paper to your seatmates. Are you ready? Very good. Almost got a perfect score. So for your assignment, make a research about mulching techniques. Write it on a sheet of paper. And that's for today, class. Goodbye and see you tomorrow.